From Watch Fox 57, it's Watch Fox News. Good day.
Good morning and welcome back to Watch Fox News. Good day. So if you've headed to the gas station recently, you've obviously noticed the jump in gas prices. Here this morning to tell us all about that and talk about the recent jump in prices is Attorney General Henry McMaster. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Pleasure, Ashley.
All right, so anticipation, a lot of people were anticipating a big issue with Hurricane Ike, and gas prices in the Midlands obviously rose, but they seem to have a dramatic jump. Why do you think that is?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. If it's because the operators think they can make extra money by gouging people, then that's against the rules, and it's also a crime. If it is a result of the prices that they are being charged, then that's okay. That's just the way the market works. We have free enterprise, and we don't want to tinker with that too much. But if people think that they can make some extra money by gouging prices, we'd urge them, don't do it, because the price you'll pay if you get caught is very, very high. It can be $5,000 per gouge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had obviously several people calling in, and we've had some people post things on our website. This one coming from Charles Newton of Columbia. He says, I would like to know what the Attorney General considers a high price for gas. Most stations have already pumped their prices well above $4 a gallon. What is too high? Well,
there's no specific figure in the law, and we've answered that question for a lot of people, because people think there's a certain dollar figure, a certain percentage, but there isn't. And it can't be, because it's based on the market. The way the law is written is if it is an unconscionable price, which is based on what the station's been charging for 30 days before and what they're charging now, but you have to take into consideration what they're going to pay for the next tanker load of gas that they get. Because see, because of the hurricane, that next truckload of gas that the station get is going to cost higher. And they charge today to you to make the money to buy that next tanker load. So those tanker loads are coming in every day or every week, or sometimes when the refineries are down, they don't come in at all. And the same thing's happening to the pipeline that comes up here. So you have to weigh those things. But we've got reports of $5.39, of $5.29. We've issued subpoenas for information there. We're asking a lot of questions. We've heard reports of $7.05, but we were unable.
In South Carolina?
Yeah, we were unable to verify that. People would call in and say they saw it, and then when we try to look for it, we can't find it or find anybody else who's seen it. But we have seen some that clearly are at $5.29, $5.39. We're asking questions about those. They may be gouging, they may not be gouging. We've had some distributors tell us that the price of gas that they're delivering is $5.12 to the filling stations.
So it could be, you know, someone on Two Notch Road pays a big difference than someone here in downtown Columbia.
Yeah, and it could be legitimate, or it could be gouging. That's what we're trying to find out. Because all these stations get different places at different times, and the station that gets his gas after the hurricane is going to pay more than the station that gets his gas before the hurricane, because the price is constantly going up down in the Gulf.
Okay, and real quickly, I had some people talk to me about this. Some stations were not only regulating how much gas you could buy, but actually the type of gas you can buy. Does that fall under the price gouging?
That doesn't fall under the price gouging statute. All the price gouging law that the legislature passed deals with is the price. Okay. There's another law that deals with deceptive and unfair practices, and there could be certain types of things that could fall under that. That's a civil lawsuit. But what we're hoping is, by having this law and by everybody knowing that we're looking out and that we're getting calls, we've gotten over 3,000 emails and telephone calls at the office, at my office. That doesn't count what the sheriff's and the Consumer Affairs office and everybody else has gotten. And they're coming in. We've had people manning the phones till 7 o'clock at night. What we're hoping that this alert that we have here will do is to convince those people who would gouge that it's just not worth it. Because you might make a little extra money gouging somebody, but you're going to pay a lot more than that at $5,000 per gouge.
Yes, you will.
It's just not worth it. But again, we'd urge everybody to try not to panic. We understand the supplies are fairly steady, And don't go fill up every container you can find with gas. If there are some gougers out there, send the information to us. We're looking real hard, and if we find one who's gouging, we can promise you we'll prosecute every one of them.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now it's time to send it on over to Jonathan.